in the plane where z equals 3. So here's 3. Now I'm going to draw an auxiliary set of coordinate axes. So this is like an x-axis, but through the z equals 3, so it's not really the x-axis. And an auxiliary y-axis. Now remember, before we had 10 and -10, we had 15 and -15, the y-axis. So we had a hyperbola that was defined by this rectangle down in the xy plane, right? And that hyperbola moves something like this and this. Well, that's really badly drawn. It's going to be asymptotic to this and this, and didn't even get close. But you get the idea. Okay, up here, now that z equals 3, the arithmetic tells us that we don't get 1 over here, we get 3/4. Divided by 3/4, we get a smaller number under x and a smaller number under y. So that instead of 10 units here, which would be like here, we come out 8.7 units. And 8.7 units back here. I'm kind of exaggerating how much smaller this is, but I want to give you an idea. And then over here we have 12 instead of 15. So 15 would be right here. So 12 would be maybe here. And 15 would be here. So -12 would be maybe here. So we get a smaller rectangle up here. And we have our diagonals. And we can draw this hyperbola here. So that in this plane up here, the hyperbola is pulled in closer to the z-axis. Now I can also draw my ellipse. We're out of time, but I'm going to just finish this up real quickly. You can also draw our ellipse, which goes up to here. Badly drawn, but there's our ellipse in the xz plane. And this hyperbola meets this ellipse in the plane where z equals 3. Because of course, this has to be a point on the hyperbola, okay? But it's in the xz plane, so it also has to be on the ellipse. So what you get is you get an ellipse in this plane, and you get a stack of hyperbolas that meet this ellipse. You have a hyperbola down here in the xy plane. You have the hyperbola up here that meets the ellipse. The ellipse is moved in a little bit, so hyperbola is in here a little bit, okay? Like this. And a hyperbola up here, and by the time you get up to the top of the ellipse where it hits the z-axis, it disappears. You don't have anything. Now you're going to have to sort a lot of that out, and this is a big, and you're going to find it a challenging section.